So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Sun-Jupiter conjunction in the 6th house. As in what happens when your Sun and Jupiter are in the 6th house of your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular placement, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all the other astrological details, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report under shop section, including all my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I also have my new podcast, where I talk about everything. And I mean everything, including some hidden techniques that I'm going to be bringing out tomorrow. So, let's start with Jupiter and Sun conjunction. So, Jupiter and Sun in the 6th house. So, what is the 6th house? 6th house, first of all, is the house of valors and victory. It's about fighting battles, winning over battles. It represents your rivals, enemies, debts, competition, arguments, disagreements. And also, importantly, this is also known as a Prarabdha Karma house. Prarabdha Karma as in the unchangeable karma, something you just cannot change. Maybe by a grace of a guru, sure, but just with your own effort, it's really not going to happen. So here you have Jupiter and Sun in the 6th house, and this, the first thing, and I don't even care what nakshatra this conjunction is in, what sign it's in, what planet is aspecting this conjunction, you're gonna have lineage debt to take care of and pay. Father's debt to take care of and pay. And it may not come in form of money. It could, very well it could. But especially it can come in a form of performing the last rites of the father and your grandfather lineage. And one thing you will see though, okay, especially like if it's a water sign, there is going to be, like in India they call it Jal Pravaha. The last rites were performed that instead of burning the body, it was thrown into the Ganga in a water. And the water element is not the most, advisable path towards burning the karma of the soul so it can ascend to the higher level. And usually if this does occur, one has to kind of like take care of that. Like, especially if you don't even know, if your father or mother do not know if any of this will happen, you can just go, especially in a country like India, you can go to many temples, many places where you can say, can you please just perform a prayer or puja for, releasing all the wrongful last minute rites done in the past. And one of the things you will also see with this is that due to the debt of the father or grandfather, there will be major conflict between the individual and their father. This is also the placement where a person is dedicated towards public service. Public service, public servitude, they're very deep into it. Now, even somebody who's not in politics, somebody who, not in a government area, maybe they're actually in a wrong group of crowd. Maybe let's say it's some mafia. Well, they themselves are going to take care of the people around them. Like, there's usually a negative image of the mafias that are portrayed in the movies. They will kill, they will do this, they will do that. Fine. But the thing is, they always do take care of their people around them. Like if you watch the movie Bronx Tale, I love that movie, Bronx Tale. You can see how the Don in the Bronx protected all the insiders. Like, for example, Goodfellas, they protected everybody in the community, around the restaurants, everything. Everybody knew everybody. And so there's that protection that this person will give. On the other hand, this is a combination that a person will become a great accountant. And this does not mean as a profession. They're very good at that. Like, you will find these people, they love doing their own taxes. They want to know their finances connected to the government. They're always aware of their finances connected to the government. So what are the finances connected to the government? It's taxes. And so they're always big about, being aware of what is being done instead of just relying on an accountant. But one thing we see with this particular placement is that a person will find their guru in a faraway place, but especially the guru will come after, certain events have occurred. Certain events have to occur before the guru comes in. And it's quite complicated to talk about that here. On individual charts, it will be much easier to explain that. And the other thing we see is, especially because this is a pravarabdha karma, your guru from past life may actually come in as your father in this life or as your enemy in this life. Now you must be thinking, why is a guru going to come as an enemy? It's my guru. Well, you got to understand, guru is a guru. And they know that for them to come in this life as your enemy, they know they have to teach you something. Perhaps something that they try to teach you in past life and you couldn't really understand it, or you ignored it. And they're like, okay, well, here I'm going to bring you this lesson. And how can you tell that? Is when that enemy becomes your mentor. There will be a situation with this Jupiter where the enemy, the rival, becomes your biggest mentor. When that happens, just know that individual was your guru from past life. And sometimes it takes place in a way where the enemy will come and just disappear, and you won't even know what happened to that person who troubled you. Because it could actually be the guru just coming in a temporary form and just leaving. So there's all these things, and it doesn't matter what religion, race, or creed you are. It will happen in your own domain. So if you're a Muslim, it'll happen in some way. You're Hindu, it'll happen in some way. You're Christian, it'll happen in some way. It'll be related to that particular path. So it's not like you're Jewish and you're going to get some like Hindu guru coming and teaching you a lesson. Guru is simply the wise man, the one who just knows, the one who has experienced light. And this is a conjunction that will also bring in big disagreements within the marriage related to money. How will it bring it? It'll bring in terms of control of the money. Who's going to be controlling the bank account? Is it the husband or the wife? Because the person with this placement will have a hard time releasing the authority of the accounts to someone else. Even in the partnership, they will just feel like, God, if I give this to this person, they're just going to spend it. So that's something you need to watch for. And of course, there's many things with this particular placement that we can see. But again, each chart with the sign placement, nakshatra placement, will give exactly which part of those other things need to be applied here. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Jupiter and Sun conjunction in the 6th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know everything about your own chart, check out the links here, and also go on the MVAA section, the website, to go to my podcasts. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.